by 3. Curry kicks to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
right. Yeah, he probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. It's good from Barnes on the assist from Green. And it's 6 points for Barnes.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Thompson, and the rejection by LeBron. That's good. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry. The Cavaliers trail by 9. And here's Irving. 7 points in the game. And Green gets it to go.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And there's the 3-second violation. Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Klay Thompson is second.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line. They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin, and a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Outside Irving. And he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got 10 points.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
It's Curry with the drive, and Green gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now, here is Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Thompson right side, tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out. Can't hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots, and it's Spates in at the center position. Now here's James after the miss from Klay Thompson. The drive by LeBron. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. Irving against Curry. Green inside the three-point line, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Memphis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That's on LeBron James. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Now here's Mozgov. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You've got to improvise sometimes.
Barbosa with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Green. 9 points last game. Mozgov with the steal. Outside Irving. The baseline J. Lets it fly. James, no good. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Smith and Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Maurice Spates. Here's Curry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Now here's Curry. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. LeBron James, second.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. To the middle. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. And the Warriors lead by 16.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's LeBron. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Irving, good. Irving's got 18 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Warriors leading by 14. Iguodala draws the double. Here's Livingston, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Here's Livingston. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
The shot's good from Irving.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
It's tipped. It's taken away by Smith, and they're running, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and James throws it down.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up. You can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
And the Warriors with possession here. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.